Very good morning, dear students. In effects of electric current, let us try to solve the numerical problems today. The first problem is heat energy is being produced in a resistance in a circuit at the rate of 100 watt. The current of 3 amperes is flowing in the circuit. What must be the value of the resistance? So we shall first write about what is given here. So remember, dear students, here 100 watts is given. 100 watts is nothing but its power, because watts is the unit of power. So power is given as 100 watt and current of 3 amperes is given. Okay, what is asked to find? To find out the resistance, that is R. We have learnt the formula P is equal to voltage into current, or V into I. So therefore, according to Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to I into R. Therefore, substituting the equation number 2, that is V is equal to IR, in the formula P is equal to V into I, we get P is equal to IR into I, which is also equal to I square R. Now we are getting here resistance equal to R. Now we can easily find out what is the value of R when power and current is given. So R is equal to P upon I. When we cross multiply, we get R is equal to P upon I. And we know that power is given as 100 watt. So 100 upon 3, that is 3 amperes is the current. So 100 upon 3, when we just try to divide, we get the answer 11.1 ohms. Now remember, students, the unit of resistance is ohms. So we get, in terms of when we are writing the final answer, that is the value, we have to write the unit. So here the unit of resistance is ohms. Now let us proceed with the second problem. Here, 2 tungsten bulbs of wattage 100 watt and 60 watt power work on 220 volt potential difference. If they are connected in parallel, how much current will flow in the main conductor? Now here there are 2 bulbs. One bulb's power is 100 watt and the other bulb's power is 60 watt. And they have a voltage, potential difference is 220 volt. And the connection is given as parallel connection. So you need to know that in the home connections, we have a parallel connection. And according to parallel connection, you should remember that voltage, that is the potential difference, remains the same, whereas the current get divided here. So current, when we are finding, we need to find out the current here. So first we need to find out the current in the first bulb and then in the second bulb. So let us try to write what is given first and what we have to find out. Given is P1, that is of the first bulb's power is 100 watt, and P2, that is of the second bulb, is 60 watt. And we have the potential difference of 220 volts. And we need to find out now what is current, that is I, in terms of amperes. So remember, the unit of current is amperes and that of volts is volts. Okay, whereas power is watt. Now let us try to find out what is, how much is the current. For finding the current, we need to use the formula P1 is equal to V into I1. Now why I have written here I1? It's because it's a parallel connection, and since it's a parallel connection, the current get distributed in the first and the second bulb. So let that first current be I1 and the power of the first bulb be P1. So we are getting P1 is equal to V into I1. Now you might be thinking why this V is not 1. It's because the potential difference does not get divided. It is same throughout the connection. That means even other electrical gadgets, if you connect, you will have the same voltage, that is 220 volts. And remember, for home appliance, the potential difference supplied is around 220 to 230 volts. So that is why the voltage remains the same. Now, therefore, after substituting the value, that is P1 is 100 watt and that of V is 220 volts. Whereas we need to find out what is I1 and then I1 and I2 and then find out what is I. Now therefore we are getting I1 by cross multiplying, we get 100 upon 220 volts. So the answer after dividing is we are getting a 0.45 amperes, that is the unit of current. Fine. Now let us try to find out how much is the current in the second bulb. So we need to write down the same formula, that is I2, what we are getting over here, the same we are writing here. I2 is equal to P2 upon V, which is equal to 60 upon 220, which is equal to 0.27 amperes. Fine. Now we have got now what is I1 and I2. Now let's try to add them. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. So which is equal to 0.45 plus 0.27. When you add, you are getting the answer 0.72 amperes. You can check in the textbook, the answers which are given are same. Right. Now let us go for the third question, that is, who will spend more electrical energy? 500 watt TV set in 30 minutes or 600 watt heater in 20 minutes. Now what is given here? Given is power of TV set, that is P1 or PTV, you can say, it's 500 watt, and time of the TV set is 30 minutes. Now you have to remember that whenever power which is used in the home appliances, it is measured in kilowatt hours. Okay, it is measured in kilowatt hours. So we need to convert this 30 minutes into an hour. Fine. So now we will write here P2 is equal to 600 watt and T2 is equal to 20 minutes. To find which electrical energy or equipment uses more energy. Okay, let us try to find out now. So power P1 is 500 watt, which in terms of kilowatt is 0.5 kilowatt. That is, when you divide 500 by 1000, you are getting 0.5 kilowatt. And T, that is timing, is 30 minutes, which is also written in 30 minutes as half an hour. Half an hour is 0.5 hours. Right. Now P2 is 600 watt. By dividing it with 1000, because we have to convert this watt into kilowatt, so 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000. Therefore we need to divide 600 by 1000. We are getting the answer 0.6 kilowatt. Whereas timing is equal to 20 minutes. So 20 divided by 60, we are getting the answer 0.33. Okay. Now hours. This is in terms of hours. Now let us solve the question now. We know that power is given by the formula work upon time. Now here work work is also equivalent to the energy consumed. When the energy is consumed, that means some work is done. So instead of writing W, we are writing E, that is energy, which is spent by the television set. Now here let us write it as P1 of the first TV set and E1 the energy of TV set, whereas T1 is the time of the TV set. So after we need to find out E1, so which is also equal to P1 into T1. So P1 here we are getting it as 0.25 into 0.5 into 0.5. Therefore, we are getting the answer 0.25 kilowatt hours. This is the energy which is consumed, and commercial unit of energy is kilowatt hours. Okay, or it is also written as in terms of joules. Now, let us see the second one now. P2 is equal to P2 into T2. So, therefore, we are getting P2 is 0.6 into 0.33. So, we are getting the answer as 0.198 kilowatt hours. So, you can see the difference between the TV set and that of the heater. Okay, therefore, if we are using the TV set of 500 watt and keep it on for 30 minutes, it will consume more electrical energy as compared to that of heater, which is of the 600 watt, and it is run for around 20 minutes. So therefore, we have to write in a conclusion, TV set spends more electrical energy than the heater. Let us now go to the last question, that is, an electrical iron of 1100 watt is operated for 2 hours daily. What will be the electrical consumption expenses for that in the month of April? Okay, the electric company charges ₹5 per unit of energy. So now let us try to find out or take one electricity bill. Now we have to suppose we have to make an electricity bill. We should know how much is the cost per unit, and per unit 1 kilowatt hour is also called as 1 unit. Now what is given that we shall write first. Here the power is given in terms of watt, which we need to convert it into kilowatt, because kilowatt hour is the commercial unit, or kilowatt hour is also the commercial unit, and it is in terms of joules also. So 1100 watt will become equal to 1.1 kilowatt after dividing it with 1000. Then time is 2 hours, so we need not convert it into minutes or second, because it is already in its commercial unit, that is in terms of hours. Now the month which is given is April, and April has 30 days. Fine. Now let us try to find out how much is the electricity consumption for an electrical iron whose daily use is 2 hours and its wattage is around 1.1 kilowatt. So let us write now. We know the formula, that is E is equal to P into T, that is power into time. So power here is 1.1 kilowatt and time is 2 hours. So when we are multiplying, we are getting the energy, that is 2.2 kilowatt hours of energy is being spent, or in terms of joules. Fine. These many units are spent. Whereas since it is the month of April, we need to multiply it with 30 days. This is for one day. We need to find out for 30 days. Therefore, we need to multiply it with 30. So once we multiply it with 30, we are getting the answer 66 joules. Now we know that this much energy is being consumed for the April month, and that is for each day 2 hours. This much is the electrical consumption. Now let us try to find out how much will be the bill of only one electrical iron which is run for 2 hours per day. So you know that the cost per unit energy is ₹5. Now let us try to find out how much is the single iron which can give you how much cost it can be of the single iron. So cost of energy will be, we need to multiply the amount of energy to spend per month multiply by 5. So we are getting the answer equal to 330 rupees. So one electrical iron itself gives you 330 rupees. So beware, dear students, not to use so much of iron. So till we meet again in the next lesson, thank you and bye. God bless you all.